How long would you survive if you had to stand on one foot right now? 10 seconds, maybe 20. What if I told you that this simple test could predict how long you'll live? Sounds incredible, doesn't it? Falls kill more seniors than car accidents each year. In fact, every 19 minutes, an older adult dies from a fall in America alone. But there's a remarkably simple way to know your risk and potentially add years to your life. Dr. Miyazaki at Tokyo University found something stunning. Seniors who couldn't balance on one leg for 10 seconds were nearly twice as likely to die within the next 7 years. But here's what's truly fascinating about this discovery. The ability to balance on one foot predicts longevity better than blood pressure, cholesterol levels, or even smoking history. When researchers followed 1,700 adults over age 65 for a decade, they discovered that balance ability was the single strongest predictor of who would still be alive at the end of the study. Not their medical history, not their diet, but whether they could maintain equilibrium on one foot. You might be wondering why something so simple could matter so much. Well, your balance isn't just about staying upright, it's a window into your entire nervous system. It shows how well your brain communicates with your muscles, how efficiently your inner ear functions, and even reveals the health of certain parts of your brain. But here's what most doctors never tell you about this critical health marker. Modern living has eliminated nearly all the natural balance challenges our bodies evolved with. Think about it. When was the last time you walked on uneven ground, climbed over obstacles, navigated without perfect lighting? Our ancestors did this constantly, and their bodies adapted accordingly. You spend your days walking on flat surfaces, sitting in chairs designed for comfort, and moving in straight lines. Your balance system is like a muscle that's barely being used. And what happens to unused muscles? They atrophy. Every year after 40, you lose about 1% of your balance ability, unless you're actively challenging it. By 70, most people have lost a dangerous amount of this crucial skill. But the real tragedy? This decline isn't inevitable. What if you could reverse this loss with just a few minutes a day? The results might surprise you. Martha Peterson, 82, couldn't visit her grandchildren because she was too afraid of falling on their porch steps. I felt like I was becoming a prisoner in my own home, she tells us, emotion in her voice. Then my doctor showed me this balance routine. 3 months later, Martha not only visits her grandchildren regularly, but has started taking them to the park. I feel 20 years younger, she says with tears in her eyes. I got my independence back. Robert Chen, 77, had already experienced 2 serious falls when his daughter convinced him to try balance training. I was skeptical, he admits. How could something so simple make a difference when all the medications hadn't helped? Yet after just 6 weeks, Robert went from using a walker to walking unassisted. His confidence soared, and his fear, that constant companion of so many seniors, began to fade. You might think these are exceptional cases, but the research suggests otherwise. A landmark study from the Journal of Gerontology found that 87% of seniors who engaged in targeted balance training showed significant improvement within just 8 weeks. But the benefits go far beyond preventing falls. Something even more remarkable happens in the brain. Research from neuroscientists at Stanford shows balance training raises cognitive function 23% more effectively than doing crossword puzzles or other brain games. When you challenge your balance, you force your brain to form new neural connections. These connections don't just help you stay upright, they enhance memory, improve decision-making, and even boost mood. Dr. Helena Rodriguez, neurologist and author of Balance, The Hidden Key to Longevity, explains, when we ask the brain to manage complex balance tasks, it responds by building new pathways. These pathways serve multiple functions beyond balance. It's like upgrading your entire neural network. In one striking study, seniors who performed daily balance exercises for 12 weeks showed improvements in memory equivalent to being 8 years younger on cognitive tests. The control group, who did only stretching exercises, showed no improvement at all. The implications are profound. Could something as simple as standing on one foot be a more effective brain health strategy than expensive supplements or memory games? The evidence increasingly suggests yes. But perhaps the most compelling evidence comes not from laboratory measurements, but from real-world transformations. Take Josephine Wilson, age 75, who couldn't stand on one foot for even 3 seconds when she began her balance journey. Her risk of falling was classified as extremely high by her physician, who was considering recommending assisted living. Josephine began with the simplest exercise, standing next to a chair and lifting one foot just an inch off the ground while holding the chair for support. Just 10 seconds, 3 times daily. Within a week, she could stand unsupported for 5 seconds. By week 3, 15 seconds. At the 6-week mark, Josephine demonstrated her progress to her astonished doctor by holding a 30-second one-legged stance, better than many people half her age. It wasn't just my balance that improved, Josephine reveals. My thinking became clearer. I had more energy. Even my sleep improved. It was like my whole body was waking up. Her doctor was so impressed that he now prescribes balance training to all his elderly patients. In 40 years of practice, I've never seen an intervention with such profound effects across so many health parameters, he says. Would you believe that Josephine now walks 3 miles daily and has started teaching balance classes at her community center? All from a starting point of not being able to stand on one foot for 3 seconds. But you don't need to attend classes or buy special equipment to transform your own balance. The solution is surprisingly accessible. Here's a 2-minute daily balance routine anyone can do beside their bed. No special equipment required. First, stand tall, next to your bed or a sturdy chair. Place your hand lightly on the support. Take 3 deep breaths, feeling your connection to the ground beneath you. Next, shift your weight onto your right foot. Slowly lift your left foot just an inch off the ground. Hold for 10 seconds, breathing normally. If this is easy, try removing your hand from the support. If you wobble, that's good. Your brain is learning. Switch sides and repeat with the other foot. Once you can hold for 10 seconds, challenge yourself. Try closing your eyes for a few seconds. This immediately increases the difficulty by removing visual cues your brain uses for balance. Add one more level by turning your head slowly side to side while balancing. This stimulates your vestibular system, the balance center in your inner ear. Do this routine every morning and evening, just 2 minutes each time. Within a week, you'll notice improvements not just in your balance, but in your overall confidence moving through the world. Remember, your body adapts to exactly what you ask of it. If you never challenge your balance, it will continue to decline. But give it just a few minutes of focused attention daily, and the results can be transformative. William, age 69, incorporated this routine after a minor fall scared him. At first, I could barely balance for 5 seconds holding onto my dresser, he shares. Now I can stand on one foot for over a minute while brushing my teeth. I haven't had a single close call since. What would regaining your balance give you? Freedom to travel, confidence to play with grandchildren, peace of mind knowing you've addressed a major health risk. The 10-second balance test that predicted Josephine's longevity now shows she has the balance of someone 2 decades younger. What might it reveal about you? And more importantly, what might you accomplish if you decided to transform your score? Remember when we mentioned that falls kill more seniors than car accidents? Here's the empowering truth. Most of these falls are preventable. Your balance is not fixed. It's trainable at any age. Start today with just 2 minutes beside your bed. Your future self, more stable, confident, and independent, will thank you for it. And the next time someone asks about your secret to vitality in your golden years, you can smile and say, "It's all about balance."